46 of It's a Long Story, RPG D&D podcast brought to you by the Trinity Force Network. I tried doing the intro a little different this time. Fuck off, all of you.
We didn't say anything.
Yeah, but I was thinking it. Anyways, so we're back to our episode 46 here with our latest band of fuckwits, adventurers, and hooligans as they run through this crazy story that I attempt to tell while they do things I can't predict and make me want to pull my hair out at an early age. Where we
can argue about that one later.
Early age.
Well, while where we last left the party, they were burying poor old Garrick for his player being a loudmouth bitch. No. They had done stuff and things. They had held a meeting. They discussed what the city was going to do. They convinced a bunch of people to stay and fight for the city of Elmshire. And then Boss Vidal had a eerie late night encounter with a pale-skinned, dark-haired elf.
Had a run-in with death. Bad.
Yeah, pretty much. So, where we are picking up, just getting right into it here, unless anyone has any news or weird announcement or something.
Real quick, I want to clear up before we get started. The awkward air of the podcast right now, like if we're cutting this like at the intro, the weird air of the podcast is because we just had like almost 20 minutes of weird, shitty conversation, and we're trying to recover from this and let
There's no recovery
into something that is halfway decent. So if you're listening to this and you're like, that's kind of weird, like what happened to the intro of this game? This is what fucking happened. We got weird. And now we're trying to pretend like we're normal.
And it was certainly not shitty. It was weird.
Advice is go home and Google elephant soccer ball face. Google that and look for it. Like, you'll figure it out.
And you'll spark your own weird conversation.
We got stuck talking about politics until Chira pulled us out with a gif of an elephant kicking a soccer ball into someone's face. And it only went downhill from there. Yeah. So, into now let's go and share into a story of a land fallen apart, ruled over by corrupt people, and just lots of oppression.
Don't do it.
I was talking about the fake world, not the real one.
Interchangeable.
Anyways, back to Vestralon, where our intrepid adventurers, the newest generation of TFAPs or Fap Boys, as Blackhawk is calling them.
Hashtag Fap Boys.
Hashtag Fap Boys.
Also, if you are on Twitter and you listen to this podcast, please join me in using that hashtag.
No!
I think that shit is hilarious.
I feel like it should be hashtag TFAP Boys at least.
I feel like I had to die and start again. I felt like we could bury the name too, but no, let's make it worse. Okay.
I want serious people who do real business on Twitter and post like news stories to be like, what the fuck is Fat Boys shit?
We'll get business cards soon.
Like my goal.
Anyways, back to Vestralon. I am putting this train on its fucking tracks.
Thank you.
So it's the morning after. You're all waking up. Sig, Boss, you're a little shaken from your encounter with Endels last night. Everyone got their night's rest, had kind of uncomfortable dreams, and feel kind of shitty in the morning. And when you come out there, you see that the giant black tree of death is gone. And there's just a area of just pure death and decay where the tree used to be.
Ugh, gross and weird.
Who stayed in the
Did your meditation work, boss?
No, Andolus came back to get his tree.
He was here? The general?
Yeah, he came back to get his, which turned out to be a staff he just planted in the ground.
But what?
I guess we should consider ourselves lucky that no one is dead then.
Well, we could probably consider ourselves lucky that all of us aren't dead. So Yay for silver linings, right?
We should be careful then if he thinks we're beneath his notice. If we become too much of a pest, we should expect some retaliation from him personally.
Bones,
Sup?
your insight and watching everyone, you don't see anyone engaging in any behavior that you would think would be traitorous or treasonous or attempting to get information to the Grayscales. In fact, everyone seems just into that sort of survivalist mentality of where we're going to go next and what we're going to do.
All right.
But you have not found any lizard folk that seem like they are switching sides, so to speak.
I mean, that's good at least. For now.
So, the six of you regather in the quote-unquote center of town. As you're all preparing to go off and scout, if memory serves.
Oh yeah, that's totally what we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna go check out this horse shit. Figure out what the setup of the camp is like. How do we want to do this? Because I mean, we don't really know exactly what their numbers are like, right?
That's why we're scouting. Yeah.
Right. Well, all we know is that they're to the north.
We also know that if we get the orb back, then the numbers are more on our side. If they were afraid of Zax before, they'll be afraid of him again.
Okay, so do we want to go out like in mass? Do we want to run me and Garrick kind of scouting out ahead and seeing if we can kind of just feel through the north side of the forest?
Well, this isn't the forest. This is the plains. This is the hills.
Oh, okay. So it's not the north. Isn't necessarily the forest.
You guys basically entered into the north part of the forest. The forest is to the southwest of town. That's not where they're from. They're from the north. That means that some part of them had gone around the town and into the forest without being spotted by the townsfolk.
Nah.
Is it more hilly and marshy up north, or is it just plains?
Yes.
Okay.
Hills and marshes.
Would it be worth us going back to the woodlands and trying to find a path from there back north to see if we can backtrack and find the route that they came around the town in the first place? Or do we just want to head north and see what we see?
Well, I really wish there was a way we could, I don't know, track that orb or something. Because honestly, that's the biggest problem that we're gonna be running into.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because like even if we find their camp, that doesn't necessarily mean we're gonna know where to find the orb.
Oh, don't you worry not. Bones has that covered.
Did you just do a double negative?
No, he just talks that way sometimes.
Do you have a plan? Like I don't understand.
You see, with the gift that Ulathar has gifted me, I may be able to detect where this orb lies.
Okay.
Just trust me on this, okay?
I believe you, Bones.
All
I've done
right.
some interesting things, but everything's been for the better whenever you've worked your magic.
Also, if we could just if we are close to near one of these blue dots on this map that I've created off of a skin, this would be terrific.
And that
So,
map
if any
still
of you
looks
gu-
like...
if any of you guys are familiar with what a Jackson Pollock painting looks like,
I was gonna say, is that just hot garbage to everyone else? Because I feel like yes.
Bones, what did you use to make that?
The skin of the fallen grayscales.
No, that's the map material. What'd you use as ink?
Urine.
Oh my
I take a
god.
step back.
We
It's
can't-
It's a really pretty house, Bones. I'm not gonna lie.
I believe these blue dots, or I guess yellow in this case for you all, indicate where the mountain may lie. Little hints that Ulathar has blessed me with.
Usually you'd like to be lying all in one place, I would say.
Maybe it's like, yo, Bones, here's all the spots where camps are at. Go kill them.
Actually, that might have some merit to it.
I mean, if we can't find the orb, this might help us.
Can I even read that map? Not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah, like we
Sure.
we can't read that. Can you like give us some direct? What the fuck does this mean? I'm gonna be real.
Could you
What's
find
the-
anybody from the green, like from your tribe, that could maybe translate this map a little bit better?
I am the voice of Ulathar. I will guide you to these blue urine dots.
Oh my god, it's better than I could have ever imagined.
We're walking around with a piss map.
I'm beginning to think that trusting you is a less and less good idea.
no, you can't back down now, Woody.
Let's scout north and try to find Bones' camps. I don't see what the problem is.
I guess if we can go after the one that is maybe the northernmost one, maybe we might
why not?
get kind of a 2-in-1 thing going.
The northernmost are the closest to the town.
Well, if we go toward the one closest to the town, and this does turn out to be something where it is another camp, this could be a good situation to try and take out some grayscales on our way.
We can't let any escape, though.
Agreed. So looking at the map, like, which way is north?
Oh my god.
Give me a survival roll.
Oh, fuck no.
I'm actually alright at this. I'll use my shitty green dice. Fuck you, shitty green guys. That's a natural one.
Oh, we're gonna spend
In my
entire
defense,
30 days.
a 1 is a 6, if that helps.
Nope.
No.
Welcome to episode 46. The band gets lost for 2.5 hours.
So
2.5
first off,
weeks.
the word north doesn't really mean anything to you.
True. Sun direction.
You know, so you're like, yes, north. And you hold up the map and you just like look at it, concentrate really hard, and point, and you're just pointing at the ocean.
Bones, north is the other way.
That's east.
Yes, of course I knew that. Let's go. Obviously, that's the big water.
Ash, can you translate that map so the poor boy doesn't get lost in the ocean?
We're doomed.
You mean Sig will lead the way?
Sure,
Say-
I hand the map to Sig.
That face was the best face.
Do I gather fuck all anything from this
Give
map,
me a
Lasag?
straight up intelligence roll.
Okay.
Those of you out in podcast land, the face that Sig made was one combined of confusion, desperation, and disgust.
A little bit of hatred.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
all of those. I'm gonna flat intelligence roll. That's a 7. I only have a +1 to intelligence, my guy.
Oh my god.
No, this doesn't, like, literally, this is like a macaroni drawing of something on someone's refrigerator.
I just dumbfoundedly look at Bones and I say, I have no clue. What? How do you read this?
Oh my god.
I don't know if he can read, Sig.
On the other side, this might make really good abstract art.
Funny enough, this might sell for 100 gold.
Maybe
Authentic
we can get a real
tribe-
map maker.
Authentic tribal lizard folk art piece.
This one is especially great because the artist was very troubled. Very, very troubled.
And intoxicated, potentially.
All right.
I mean, you guys know, generally speaking, that Elmshire is basically a about as southeast as one can get on the continent that you're on. And the forest is pretty much all the southwest from there. And I see someone's drawing on my map in Roll20. I'm curious.
Is that about the right place?
Is that a blue dot?
It would be in that direction.
No, so we don't know how far up it is.
I am not going out on an adventure not knowing where we're going.
Yeah, that's how people die and get lost.
I mean, I think we should just walk to the water, hit it, then turn around and go from there.
Truth be told, no one really knows where the grayscales are. The best person who would know would be Zax, but he didn't ever fly out in that direction. I don't think even if we had more information or if this map was better drawn, we'd have a better way to go. I think we just need to go out there and see if we can find trails or find some of them. We could go back to where we found them before in the forest and see if we can find a trail leading.
Do you still have that falcon friend, Bones, or the pigeon, whoever you had flying around looking for the grayscales?
That was Boss.
That was Boss?
He said he wouldn't fly any farther north. That it would.
Oh no! Somebody said if a pigeon flew into town, a chicken flew into town, that was a signal to then run off.
Oh yeah, that was a Bones thing. There was a chicken ordeal.
Send a pigeon and we'll know what to do. What happened there?
Look for the chicken at the coming of on the dawn on the third day to the east.
What does that even mean?
I will be honest, I forgot that I even said those words.
Surprise to
So
none
in
of us.
character, so in character.
Well, all right then. That plans out.
Yeah, I guess we just take to walking north, and looking along the plains.
Can I please, Sig, may I please take a look at the piss map?
Yeah, man, feel free.
Olivier. give
Gross
me
and
a
unclean.
Straight intelligence roll.
Oh, God.
Also, Olivier, if we stop by Zax's house before we go, just so you could get him a checkup, he did fly out to scare away the grayscales. We could maybe find what direction he saw them coming from.
I mean, we can pit stop there. Also, the intelligence track was an 11.
Yeah, no. This is not. You know what? You're more convinced now this isn't actually a map. That this is like a doodle of a bored child's mind.
This is a 2-story house. I don't know how he was able to figure out what a 2-story house was, but he did it, and I'm proud of him. He's my special boy.
But you look at the line work is really nice, though.
Especially considering the medium is urine.
I call this one urine on lizard skin.
There is a reason why he cannot read it, you two. Only me and maybe the chosen one can, for he is also blue of scales.
I stifle a laugh at Bones' general direction and say, yeah, chosen one, can you read this map for us?
I don't know. Can I, oh benevolent dungeon master?
I happily handed him the stupid map of the 2-story house.
Give me an intelligence roll.
I'm just gonna walk towards the edge of the
That,
turn,
my friend,
like 20 feet away and just kind of
it's a
wait for
19.
everyone to come. Oh, damn!
A 19.
Locking away.
Okay. Oh God. So here's the thing. There are definitely a number of blue dots shown to be marking potentially location and distance, but there's not really an outline or other marker as to where Elmshire is or the general shape of the continent.
So there's no reference point.
There is no reference point.
It's a shitty map.
Is there a marker where we found the original piece of the mountain that I could use?
Actually, it's a piss poor map.
I've been waiting for that joke. There's like really no. The problem with this map isn't that it's drawn so crappily. It's that it literally has no.
It's the overhead projector that you can't actually place onto the background yet.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my God.
I mean, actually, I do see how this could be laid out. Unfortunately, I think we'd have to find one or maybe two of the pieces before we'd be able to figure out exactly how to lay this on our own map. But the spacing looks like it would fit into the continent we're on. If we found the first one, we might be able to guess where the second would be.
Let us head north then. We are wasting sunlight. I nudge Ashrond with my nose.
I start walking.
All right. So you
Sounds
guys,
good.
anything that you are grabbing, preparing others, or before you exit out of town?
Before we
Guys
all
laugh at
gathered
the
in
blue
town,
scales.
I probably would have gathered, I think, 5 other pieces of wood to work on for crafting.
Okay.
I would like to see if there's is there anywhere I might be able to find some leather armor in town?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
It's still only been a very few small days, and digging out everything is being an arduous effort.
Gotcha.
Maybe maybe after it's been a week, might be some salvageable materials.
Oh, I love wandering a forest in fucking chainmail.
I mean, you could.
Clink, clink, clink.
You can take it off.
Yeah, then I'd be very, very, very vulnerable. very, very vulnerable.
Yeah. All
Oh
right,
yeah,
so
I guess
you
I'll
all-
be taking off my chainmail as well. Quote unquote chainmail.
Not doing that.
Okay. So you guys begin.
I'm going to try to head as straight north as I can.
Okay. You guys begin heading straight north out of Elmshire.
Assuming Garrick can help me figure that out.
Mhm.
That's not that difficult. And there's no strain on the situation. The sun is rising from the same point as always, so it's really easy for you to figure north.
Oh, good.
And you guys begin going northward past out of Elmshire. As you begin to travel on, you begin to start seeing more and more of the rolling hills that starts to kind of become the landscape. Bright green grass everywhere and just hills. If you've ever driven through like the Appalachian areas, then you have a good idea of what this kind of looks like. You continue proceeding north and you travel for probably a good solid half the day and you've seen nothing. Just hills and grass and emptiness. When you come up and crest the top of a hill, and there is this, looking down from on top of the hill, you can see this large wooden kind of totem on the next hilltop, which is smaller than the one that you're currently standing on.
Can you please make our cleric make a religion check again? It's always really funny.
No, this is oh,
Our poor cleric.
it's still it's while it does appear to be pretty tall, you guys are a pretty good distance away, so you can't tell any of the details of it.
Mhm.
But it is standing out strongly and clearly from your current point of view.
If we progress forward, I think we should all be a little bit careful with how much noise we make and how easily we're seen.
This is not a wooded area, so to really speak, this is lots of rolling hills.
Yeah.
There's really no place to truly hide, except for maybe a few gathering places of rock or the spare tree here or there.
How tall's the grass out here?
I would say probably about waist high.
On a normal person.
Yeah. Me and Sigby, we're gonna be slithering our way.
Your boy's going hunting.
Yeah. I'm your hound dog, yo.
I just see you guys coming out like the dog from Duck Hunt from the grass, like.
That's us, man.
So are you making
All right.
your way?
Well, I guess we let those two get a closer look.
Yeah, I say that's. I mean, like they could probably crouch and still get decent coverage, but maybe not move as fast as Bones and I. So like Bones and I could kind of take a front approach and try to like actually have like a forward scouting party. I guess.
Then give us. Oh, go ahead.
I'm more worried about if there's anything else hiding in the tall grass now.
Give me a perception check.
Ooh.
That's a 9.
You're looking over this whole area, and there's a nice little wind blowing, gentle breeze. It's really nice weather, and all you see is the tops of the tall grass blowing in the wind, but nothing else.
Oh, this would be a really good place for a picnic.
It would actually be an amazing place for a picnic.
All right, so I guess me and Sig are gonna keep on heading forward, but I'm gonna keep my eyes and ears open just to see if I hear anything weird.
How far
Okay.
away is the totem from where we as a group are on the other hill?
The other hill's probably a good 300 feet away.
Okay. I want to go with them, but stay maybe like 90 feet back once they get close to the totem, like 90 feet away from that.
Okay. So you guys begin heading down the hill that you're on top of before going up the next one.
Yeah, if they're that far away, I'll be following.
Okay. Scouts in the lead. Can I get stealth checks?
Yes, you can. Still throw.
Ooh.
That's a 10. Oh,
Wow, that means you rolled a 3.
means
Nat-
I rolled a 3.
I got a 23.
Oh,
That a kid.
Yeah.
yeah. Bones is like home that's like almost like a snake slithering through the grass down.
Sig is growing a little taller than he thought in the last. He's in a growth spurt.
Oh yeah, of course.
Awkward.
No,
and
he's
doesn't know his
giggling
own
because the
stuff.
grass is tickling his sides. Is what's happening.
Like
He's also got that.
Why is
scimitar on
Sig
his
never
back.
wearing a shirt? We never talked about this before, but Sig has never worn a shirt this whole time.
He's also got the scimitar on his back that's just constantly sticking out above the grass.
For you fan artists out there, that's the truth.
I don't think that's the truth.
Sig shirtless.
That's
I don't think that's something we need on the internet.
Are you suggesting that Sig is a shonen anime protagonist?
I don't want to make that kind of character decision for you.
Sig is
Which
almost definitely doing like the shonen like finger thing, and like he's running with his hands behind him.
God, I
like
hate
he's
him.
headed for that chicken sandwich. There's always that one guy who's running towards the chicken sandwich.
Oh no, I just pictured Sig, straw hat, sleeveless vest, no shirt.
One
Monkey
star
D.
in his
Stealthing?
eye.
Is that
Yeah,
his
what?
name?
Yeah. You're going to be king of the pirates one day.
King of the swashbucklers, yes. Yeah.
So
We're
Okay.
dead.
you begin proceeding forward with a good near 100-foot lead in front of the rest of the group.
Nice.
You proceed through the grass and up the hills quietly and quickly as you can. You've not really kind of encountered anything. When you get to the top of the hill, you see this large totem now. It's rather impressive. It's about 20 feet tall, made of like a large tree trunk that's been engraved and carved in, held up by other, like a tripod of smaller trunks leaning into it. And it has all sorts of different like animal and lizard like imagery, and at the very top of it's a very like angry, fierce looking lizard head.
I would assume that is Ulathar himself up above.
I'd like to investigate that, actually.
Give me an investigation roll.
I will do that. Investigation. This might be one of my investments later on, because that is not good so far. That's a 3!
Damn.
I proved my statement.
Wow, you've rolled a 3 and then a natural 3 and then a natural 2.
I'm doing great tonight. This is a good warm up for Sig. Just get all the shitty ones out now.
Okay. There's just lots of grass around, and like, man, that's some pretty cool carving. Hey, is that an elephant? No. That's a badger. That's definitely a badger.
Sig is investigating and Bones is looking, getting close. Like, how Totem's on top of the hill when we're like about 100 feet back. Me and
Then you're at like the bottom of the hill, essentially.
Okay. All right, we'll be keeping an eye out then, just in case there's anything seen here.
Bones, give me a perception check while Sig is investigating.
All right, not going to use that green die anymore. You stupid natural one. 13 plus 5, 19.
18.
18.
Oh wait, 18. Yeah. See, this is why I always count out loud.
You're kind of like looking around here as you see Sig like looking carefully over the edge of the deals, and you notice that all actually around the base of this are bones, like tons and tons of bones all around the base of this totem. Looking from various different creatures, animals, possibly humans, lizard folk. And Sig is standing right on top of them without even knowing it.
Okay, not gonna say anything about it because whatever.
Means nothing to you,
Yeah.
essentially.
But would I know what this like a totem mean? Like in my culture?
This is a territorial marker.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh.
Beyond this point is someone's, most likely the Grayscale's territory.
Once we pass this totem, there will be no going back for us. This is where the Grayscales lie.
Sig seems confused because he didn't gather any of that from looking at the totem. Are you sure? He like looks around it. Is like can't really. What denotes that?
You can see below you where the bones are. As I gesture the rest of them to come with us.
Yeah, you rolled so low on your investigation roll, you didn't even notice the bones that you're standing on top of.
Sig kind of like jumps a little bit, like not like jumps, but just like a little bit of a start. Like, oh.
Just for fun, give me a dexterity roll.
Okay. Just flat dex.
Yeah.
Flat dex roll is a 20.
So you
There
saw
they
like
are.
you step back and some of the bones kind of like slide a bit beneath your feet, but you kind of like quickly just turn it into almost like a spin move and catch yourself and pop out on there like as you were startled by suddenly the fact that you were standing on top of so many bones.
Yeah, by gesture everyone to come near us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are those all Grayscale bones? Bones?
A few, but most of them will be from the Grayscale's victims or humans.
What kind of victims are they taking? Can I look at all these bones and see, maybe deduce origin of species and whatnot?
Give me a nature roll.
Hell yeah.
As you're
Booyah.
doing that, can I look around
12.
for any sort of tracks? Maybe they met here beforehand. Maybe any creatures have passed in the area recently. Just another thing to track as we're going north.
Okay. Give me a survival roll. So Olivier, looking over all the bones, you recognize some like, oh, that's a raccoon, that's a horse, that's a humanoid. There's a lot of humanoids and there's lots of variety of animals. And several things that you just plain don't recognize.
The survival roll was a 6.
No.
It's
Too many bones in the way.
Strange bones that the great
And really tall
eat
grass.
all of these usable bones here, right? It seems like that's not something that the lizard folk would normally do.
They do have a purpose. They deemed it that this would be a good source to to mark their territory, much like their pet dog would piss on a tree. It's valuable in that way.
Can I check to see if there's anything watching us?
Give me a perception roll.
Big money, no whammies. It's a 17.
Hey.
Got him.
Nice.
So you like kind of look around, and now that you're on top of the hill and really looking over the area, you see on the other side of this hill from where you're coming from leads down, and you see the hills get a little smaller. Then there is entering like a strong forest line of a thick-looking, like swampy marsh. Just up ahead. You don't see any eyes or anything looking at you. But you kind of do get that feeling that you're being watched.
I'm uncomfortable standing on this hill out in the open.
I think Boss is probably right. This doesn't seem very sneaky of us.
I mean, I don't necessarily think it was a good idea for everyone to come up here. Maybe we should go down and kind of scale the bottom of the hill. If we're far enough down, we won't cast a shadow, and we can kind of keep ourselves minuscule. We kind of skirt around the outside.
I'm gonna pretend I understood any of what you just said and just do it.
TLDL. Stay low on the hill. Try to make as little noise as possible. Don't kill anything before we say ?
Do we travel in between the hills until we reach their main territory, or do we chance going on top of another one to get a lay of the land? If we stay down in between the hills, they won't see us as easily.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. We should try to skirt the edges that like around the bottoms of the hills and stay low until we absolutely have to.
Would it make sense also to go out and we backtrack back down this hill? Then we head either east or west for an hour or two before we end up going back north again, and just in case there is something that can see us out from the marsh over there. These hills provide a very easy way for anything on the periphery of that marsh to be able to look up and see anything walking down that hill towards them, or any of these hills. Would we like to reposition and move on from here?
I think that's a smart idea.
I definitely think, I mean, especially if this really is a territorial marker, we're going to be coming across them sooner rather than later.
So what's the plan, guys? What are you doing?
What Shira said, I think.
Okay, so
head
you're
back down
heading
the hill.
east or west?
West sounds better. I like the word.
Well, west is also... Yeah, let's go west.
West
Okay.
is in towards the middle of the...
Yeah. West.
West.
West and
I
best.
thought you said west.
All right. So as you are now having first traveled north and now west, you are fulfilling the name of the son of a obnoxiously famous hip hop performer. So you've gone northwest.
No.
Yeah, that was just for you. That was just for you, Hawk.
This has been episode 46. This season's gonna be over early, folks. He's gonna kill me now.
Also, wasn't Northwest a girl?
I just said
Yeah.
Son.
Shock.
whatever.
I forget what
Like
Kanye's
I
song
pay
is
attention.
on
I'm
here.
old. Anyways,
That's true. Shock is pretty old.
Kanye.
so give me some stealth rolls as your guys are heading west amongst the hills.
Oh, just what I needed
Yeah.
to do.
This time.
All right, disadvantage here. That's an 8.
That's a nat 20, baby.
It's a fucking 10.
There it
9
is.
plus 1 for 10.
12.
Oh, it's-
Bones, what you got for me, bud?
14.
14. Okay. So Sig, you're feeling like really on your game. You're wary. You don't want to be spotted. You are like, you are one with the grass. As you all begin proceeding forward, heading west amongst the hills. And you do so for about an hour and a half, and you're no longer climbing on top of the hills, so you're not getting a good view of all the surrounding area.
Mm-hmm.
And as you round a corner of one of the hills, and some of the other area starts to come into view, probably about an hour and a half later, you see a large group of beings moving in the distance. Probably a good, like, I want to say like half a mile. So near the edge of the horizon of your vision, which should be like what, 2,500 some odd feet.
So, but really far off in the distance, like further to the west.
Because you see, as you guys are coming around there, and you guys all see this because it's really freaking easy to see. Because as you're moving through the hills, and your view, what the horizon you can see constantly changes based upon where you are. And you get to a spot, and it looks like y'all can give me perception checks to see what you can see here.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, there's my perception checks of awesomeness.
I got an 18.
Oh.
2 plus 0 is a 2.
I got a 13.
22.
21.
Okay, and natural,
20.
yeah.
Garrick's got them eyes, boy.
Oh, Garrick,
Old
tell
eyes.
us, tell us what your glaucoma eyes see. So basically, everyone that got above a 15 can clearly tell that this is a large-sized pack of lizard folk that are moving towards the marsh. Those of you that got higher, boss, you can also see some a pair of large quadrupedal creatures, extremely large in size, that are in that mass. Olivier and Bones, you can see that these two large quadrupeds are sort of like rigged and dragging something behind them. It's really kind of hard to tell because you are still pretty far away. Now, Garrick, with your super apparently keen old man eyes,
Old eagle eyes.
old eagle eyes.
I like that. It's better than Woody.
Howdy.
Yes, from hereforth we shall call you Peepers. Anyways, you can count that there seems to be around 60 lizard folk in this group, with two large, scaly, quadrupedal creatures that you've never seen before, and they seem to be dragging some large, kind of like a cart behind them. Except for it's not on wheels. It's just kind of being dragged across the ground, leaving large like engravings in pulling up grass as it goes, as they seem to be moving. They're a little northwest of you, moving east towards the marsh.
About a mile away, you'd say?
Half a mile.
And what do I see with my 2?
The grass.
For a moment, just one moment, Asheron,
Oh no!
out of the
not
corner of your eye,
Here
you
he
think you
comes.
saw that cow pop its head up out of the grass. You turn and it's gone.
I don't like this one bit.
I don't like this either.
And I turn back and just pretend like what I said. I don't like this one bit was referencing to what he said. Yes.
We should follow it and see where their village lies.
No, the question is that a lot of grayscale or a little of their grayscale?
Only one way to find out.
Fair enough.
No, many ways to find out. Many ways to find out.
I can't, Bones. I can't see what's over there.
Many lizard folk.
And some kind of beast they have dragging a cart or something. I can't see this far, but
They are bigger lizard folk.
It won't be hard to track them.
Okay, so what's our game plan? Do we hang back and just follow them?
Maybe we don't
What are
follow. We wait until they're already made it back, and then we just follow the tracks.
What are they? Like to know what they're dragging.
I think if we followed them at about this distance, maybe parallel to them.
I agree with that. I think moving
Well-
parallel would be a good idea.
If we've got good sight on them, there's nothing to say they don't have good sight on us.
We're a smaller group.
And we're also looking for them. They might not be looking for us.
Yeah, what makes them obviously is that they are, one, not apparently attempting to hide their presence at all, and two, that there's like 60 of them.
That's 60 perception checks they get to make. Spat
That's
odds.
metagaming.
So
That's 120 eyes.
Eventually, they're
So
going to roll a
many.
natural 20.
Yeah.
so hold on here with me. Other option. You said the thing that they're pulling is making tracks, Garrick. Why don't we follow where the tracks came from?
That's an option. You guys debate a bit. Let me.
60 versus what I'm guessing is less than 60. Maybe not.
And there's no reason we can't follow the tracks back later.
That's true as well.
Assuming it is still alive, if it is a living thing they're carrying.
Well, they're dragging it either way.
I mean, I'm just saying we're going in without a lot of information. So going away from the large group of things that we probably can't fight on our own, I feel like it's the smarter idea. I don't know, man.
We need to have a purpose if we're going to follow those tracks the other way. What are we looking for? Just
I
to
mean,
find out where they were?
It might be a good opportunity to see exactly what it is that they're looking for. I would assume that they probably left some devastation, or if they wanted to go take something, or I don't see us following them being that great of an idea when there's so many of them, and if they turn and happen to see us, we're likely all dead.
Yes, I don't like the plans where we end up dead.
While we're having this discussion, Lashak, I'm going to use my primeval awareness to see if there's any monstrosities within a 6-mile radius, just as they're talking.
Yes, there are.
Do I get a number or
6
general
miles.
direction?
Within 6 miles of you. You get that there's a fair number of them. Let me read what exactly primeval awareness tells you.
I can attune my senses to determine if my favorite enemies lurk nearby. By spending 1 uninterrupted minute in concentration, I can sense whether any of my favorite enemies are present within 5 miles of me. This feature reveals which of my favorite enemies are present, their numbers, and their general direction and distance in miles from me.
Are you in your favorite terrain? I'm kind of looking at the player's handbook. That's right. We're using the updated ranger.
Yeah, I'll just
Is
post
that-
that.
Yeah, is that different?
A little bit. It just doesn't use a spell slot, and I don't need to be in my favorite terrain. I don't have favorite terrain in the new one. It's just the enemies.
One moment. I'll just read it faster and comprehend it than listen to you.
How ideal would this have been if your favorite enemy were undead?
Or humanoids, because then I could see where the lizard folk were.
Right.
But that's not fun.
Be good for this one campaign arc.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'd be ideal.
Right?
I mean, for me choosing this, it's more of this is what I was taught to avoid. The signs of these things being around. They'll kill
Okay.
you if you get caught.
There are a variety of different of monstrosities in the marsh. because you're within 5 miles of the marsh.
Mhm.
It how many exactly? Several dozen. But that it's a big marsh. But that's about all that you're gathering right now. Is that there are some in the actual swamp.
Okay. I was just double checking to see if the things in front of us, the two large bipedal creatures, were
Quadrupedal.
quadrupedal. Sorry. If they had tamed anything more dangerous than what we have to deal with. Did you just dab, Phil?
Hell yeah.
Those of you in podcast land, Bill and Tasty are dabbing, and my life is officially over.
Get out of here, old people.
Okay. I think we should follow
He's
the
only.
tracks from where they came. We'll know where they go eventually.
Yes, let's go with Sig's plan.
All right.
I mean Hatchling. Sorry, not Sig. Who's Sig?
I look at him weird. I'm like, yeah, that's right.
You better.
All right, so you guys you wait a little bit for them to pass further. And then as they're getting closer to the marsh itself, you head over to the area, and you find the tracks are really easy to spot, and that there is like a large tear in the grass of whatever it is that they're dragging behind them, just being pulled by those large creatures. Clear, easy trail going west.
All right. We go the opposite.
Okay, you begin going that way, and travel for about another hour. And can I get perception checks?
Yeah. Sure.
Going nuts.
That's a 17.
That's somehow an 11.
That's a 22 from Old Peepers.
Old Peepers.
Old Woody Peepers is coming in hard today.
Astron's got a much more respectable 10 this time.
I got a 22 as well.
Okay. You see smoke in the distance. Like, not a large amount, but a respectable, like, plume of smoke rising up on the horizon. Directly, like, this path looks like it's leading
Following
straight to
path.
it.
Do we want to just like beeline towards that and find out what that is before whatever thing burns down?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, then I just break into a sprint to find out what this is.
Okay.
What?
You take off sprinting.
Sig, wait.
No, I'm running as well.
Sig, bones
Wait, no, don't.
Please. No.
You rush up, the two of you. Is anyone else rushing up with them, or just letting?
I'll do a light jog.
Nope.
I'll
I'm
do
walking.
the same.
I'm just trying to move
All right,
softly.
I'm just gonna.
Okay. Some of you hurry up there. Those of you who hurry and arrive before the others. Sorry, those were weird car doors outside. Do you?
It said, "Get in me. I must consume you." It was strange.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Normally, cars outside go beep, so I was extra confused.
So you come upon the burnt, shambling remains of a small camp. There are a fire pit in the center, which is smoking strongly as things have been thrown into a pile on top of it. You see a pair of dead horses, a few scattered bodies of two humans, a dwarf, a halfling, and knocked over small tents. Looks like a small party of probably about 8 was camped here and has been ravaged and rampaged and utterly murder faced.
Are they like, what kind of creatures are we seeing? Like, are we seeing creatures? Like, what's
Human, a few humans. You don't see any creatures. You see dead bodies.
Do any of them look alive at all that do not look like dead bodies?
Give me a perception check.
God damn it.
I'm gonna join him in that.
When I get there, I guess I'll look for survivors.
That's 11. What is up with my perception tonight, though?
It's 11.
13.
Okay. As you begin searching about looking for anyone that might still be alive, you find none of the people that you guys search revealed to be still with you.
Looking at the bodies, can I guess the ages of all the people?
It varies, but they all seem to be in there. There are no children, there are no elderly,
Okay.
but young adult to middle-aged, I would say.
Let me know when the doctor's in, and I'll look for survivors myself.
Yeah, as we waddle in, let us know.
Okay, give me a medicine roll there, Olivier.
Oh, yeah. That's a 7.
God, that's a natural 2. No, there are no survivors. It looks like the grayscales hit these people, hit them hard and fast and viciously, and you can find no survivors present.
All right, well, tell me this, magical DM. Looking at the bodies that are currently littered around this camp, can I do the math and find out if maybe there are people who are missing from these body counts?
Give me an investigation roll.
That's a 9. Oh, man, I'm done tonight.
Hot garbage.
You know, you start looking around for signs, but a lot of the things have been tossed aside, broken, thrown onto the fire to feed it. You're just having a hard time really getting a good estimate.
Man, they fucked this place up pretty bad.
Go ahead.
So what else is left? What else is left here? Like, that's I guess I don't.
There are dead bodies. There are knocked over tents. There seems to be what used to be a cart.
Do the large tracks
horses.
go through the camp or end at the camp?
They start at the camp.
Start at the camp.
So they probably did. I mean, we can assume they probably did take something from this.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I want to go rifle through the cart, see if there's.
Give me an investigation roll.
Got you.
Could I rifle through some of the, look at the pockets of some of the people, not taking anything, but seeing if anything was taken from them instead?
16. That's my best investigation yet. I'm so bad at investigation.
Aww.
And Garrick, give me an investigation roll as well as you go rifling through pockets for spare change.
Can I start detect magic ritual casting?
Absolutely.
That's an 8.
You.
We are really bad at this.
The dice
Good
have
shit.
been on your side for a few things, but largely, yeah, the dice have not been kind to you guys except for some offhand perception and stealth rolls.
I read the map real good.
You did. You read that map real good, son.
Hooray.
Hooray. Anyways, the remains of the cart that seems to have been having been pulled originally by the horses. You look and it's like all of the rigging is gone. Most of the cart, the wheels are broken, but there's a lot of wood missing here, and whatever was in the cart seems to be missing too.
I'm checking my map to see if this correlates with the blue dots. As I sniff the urine.
Give me a straight wisdom roll.
Oh God.
Come on. 19 plus 22.
It does not smell right. This is not one of the places.
It's not musky enough.
All right. Well, is there any way I can figure out exactly who these people are?
You could start looking over them more for like. Siggs looked through the cart, found that the cart was broken. Garrick was rummaging through pockets, but he's not seeming to do too well with the dead bodies. In all honesty, like he's very like.
I'm having some flashbacks to unfortunate times in my past.
Yeah, like he's kind of more
Living a more
patting
present.
the outside of them, not really rummaging through their stuff. Like,
I mean, I would like to assume that they're from that other tribe that's supposed to be living here, but I want to make sure.
give me a perception roll.
Oh, this is gonna be great. I already can tell. 12. Oh.
Damn.
Well, first glance, you can notice that they're all wearing like looks like hastily donned bits of armor. Like they didn't have enough time to fully get it on. On top of that, you notice that there are laying about lots of things all around here. There is a symbol on what's left of a tent, on like some clothing that looks like a shield with a hammer in front of it.
Hey, Garrick, does that symbol look familiar to you?
Let me think. Does it look familiar to me?
History check.
History, something I'm okay at. That's a 12.
No, you're not.
Wait, a shield with a hammer?
I mean, I rolled just as well as you. Dude, does the 12 get me any?
No, you've never seen that symbol before.
I only know Cogswell.
Anybody else want to take a look at this?
Only
I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, we can all turn and take a whack at it.
That's a 22, Lashek. From the smart wizard.
From the person who actually knows his shit.
You've
not from here.
You've done a lot of reading and studying, and this symbol is one that's kind of humorous to you, almost in a way. It is from an order in the time of old Vestral.
All right, calm down. Let him speak.
Phil's getting a lore boner right now. It belonged to a non-religious group that referred to themselves as the Order of Boaz.
Oh my God, not
Yeah.
these assholes.
That they were
Olivier, I actually do recognize that symbol.
Go on.
Order of Boaz.
The order what?
Boaz. Tell
They
me more,
were-
Lashek.
think of it as like they were once a group of like-minded individuals that were all about preserving knowledge and truth and being generally good in the world. They had very little central headquarters, and they just kind of traveled around finding lore to transcribe and people to help. But it wasn't a big thing back in the old days, and you can't imagine that there's much of anything of it still around today.
Oh, good. The truth nerds, whatever.
Yeah, these guys could have been help in the village.
Well, I mean,
I mean, I'm a little surprised to see the symbol at all. Honestly, I don't know if these people necessarily are members of the order or just found the shield around. I thought this was more of a legend or a history than something that was still happening today. I'll be honest.
It's something that's
And then I go back to my detect magic ritual.
when you
Oh,
finish,
yeah.
you do find that there is a magical aura present in the room. Not room, but the area, I should say.
In the outdoor room.
In the outdoor room.
Can I?
And no, you
use my
find magical
action?
presence within the room, and it's Tommy Wiseau's acting. No.
Oh
Oh, also his
Oh,
writing,
hi,
producing,
Mark.
and directing. Those three things as well.
I would like to try to use my action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic.
Yeah, actually, there's a discarded pack to the side seems to be having the aura of something within it.
I head to that pack and I open it up and I look inside.
You find just a handle, as if was meant for a hammer or.
Oh god.
Oh,
Damn it.
god damn it. More lore shit. All right.
What school of magic's on it?
It's enchanted with. You get traces of divination, evocation, and abjuration.
Okay.
All the
Well,
rest.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Seems the lizard folk missed something important here.
What is it?
I don't actually have all the materials to tell you what it is now. I can tell you that it's magic and that it might be powerful. And that maybe I was wrong about these people just stumbling upon the shield of a Boaz.
Is that just a handle?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it might go to a hammer of some other sort of tool. I looked through the pack to see if there's like a hammerhead in there that I could.
There is not.
That is not.
Are there any goddamn character sheets in there? I'm gonna kick somebody's ass.
No, but there is like this extreme teen like
Oh my
handbook.
Oh my god!
The Extreme Team Bible?
The extreme, yeah.
Oh,
No,
fuck yeah.
there is a youth pamphlet for the Order of Boaz Initiate.
Does that mean he's still alive?
Of course. Mott is rolling over in his character's proverbial grave that might not be dead. This kills me. This whole thing kills me.
I will keep this with me, and then as soon as I can, try to figure out what it does.
It's a handle.
It's a magic handle.
It's a handle.
He can't. But he can't get a handle on what it does yet.
Yes, it's a magic handle. Like that seems pretty cool.
Did you try working the shaft?
Please keep hammering these puns away. They're great.
Well, like I say, I typically nail it.
The growing puns definitely don't make me want to quit the podcast, guys. It's definitely fine.
Yeah, guys, come on.
You
Quit being
knew,
such tools.
you knew what this was coming into it, Blackhawk. You have no excuse. But
Yeah.
I will give you a small reprieve as we can go ahead. This seems like a good moment to clip the audio as we're about an hour and 8 minutes in. Take a short break to refill drinks and continuously yell at me or whatever. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna yell at you a little bit.
My audio.
of course, you.
We are worms.
All right. Do the counting thing, Lashak.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Do the counting.
Let's do it. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's make this happen. I
All right.
pizza soon.
So here we go. We're counting down. 3, 2, 1. Recording. All right.
Done.
Lashak is recording. How about who's the boss of it all?
Right here. I
Right.
am. I'm he.
6 Simmery, 6 Simmery, 6 Saru.
Está aquí.
All right. Future so bright, old peepers. Garrick's got to wear shades.
Peepers hiding his papers.
I can't believe that just went down that way.
A second pair of sunglasses going to descend over Tasty as in podcast land. You didn't see Tasty just take a swig of Baron Jaeger. And he just adorned a pair of shades for part
Saw,
2 of
dude.
episode 46.
Saw.
Bones, whose drink is outside the camera, so we can't see what it is.
It's called vodka.
Oh, okay.
Ew.
Asher
Drinking
off.
the adult beverage water.
That's a natural, no joke, natural 20 on my ear check. That was a waste.
And Olivier.
I gotta help you with that voice, dude. Come on.
Look, okay, I'm doing my best shot. All right.
No, you gotta get.
try. I can
do
do
what
it
you gotta-
better. Okay.
Yeah, you're getting there. You'll get there. I believe in you.
I'm just imagining you both just yelling gibberish to each other as you try to do the voice. Like Peter
All right,
trying to
everyone.
speak Italian.
Welcome back to part 2 of episode 46 of It's a Long Story.
What the fuck is
Children,
going
children, please.
on? I tone out for like 3 seconds and you all are acting weird.
What else is new? All right.
Pretty par for the course.
Lick me, bones.
Anyways, welcome back to episode 46, part 2. T4's RPG, It's a Long Story. I'm GM LeShock. Where we just last left off, the party found the camp full of dead folk. Narrator told us I found the magic stick in the ground. Anyway.
It's a power play. You're LeShock now. Fucking go. Run the This is a Friday episode. Fucking do it. Go.
When we last left off with the party, I was fucking with them terribly, and they don't know what's going on because their rolls suck. But everything's on fire.
Oh man, yeah, I don't know what's going on tonight, but it's fantastic. All right, anyway,
This
so
episode is entitled Kangaroo Court.
Yes.
This is Kangaroo Court.
Kangaroo Court versus Elephant Soccer.
Yes.
All right.
Why are these animals doing so many people things? That kangaroo doesn't belong in court. He doesn't even have a JD.
Why is that elephant wearing cleats? He shouldn't be getting
Oh, God. This is fine. All right. So, all right. So,
Alright.
yeah, you guys
Back at it again.
back at it. You're at the burnt campsite, seemingly with symbols of the ancient order of Boaz, and you found a magic stick in a bag. Step 1, cut a hole in the bag. Step 2,
Damn it.
what are you guys doing now?
I'm picking up that shield.
There wasn't an actual shield.
That was a symbol.
The symbols of a hammer in front of a
yeah.
shield.
Oh,
Okay, never mind. I'm far less interested in that then.
Yeah, not I could give a fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we follow the tracks back now. I think we found what we can here.
Agreed.
I mean, they may have taken some prisoners, but I don't know what the likelihood of freeing them's gonna be.
Well, they gotta sleep sometime, right?
But we're gonna jump them like they jumped these people.
You read my mind, sweet cheeks.
Here's the question: what are
Can
they
I
dragging
leave,
behind them?
please, for the love of God?
Here's the question, though: what are they dragging behind them? They took all the rigging from the wagon here. We need to find out.
Probably useful stuff.
That would also be something we'd find out if we follow them.
Shall we?
All right. Well, I think we've also given them enough time to get distance on us. We could probably double back and follow that cart now.
Okay, so are you guys doubling back to follow the trail?
Being
Okay.
sneaky as we do so because we're in the open ground right now, right?
Yeah. All right, so let's get some stealth rolls.
All right, here we go.
Fuck you, roll 20. Actual dice.
Oh,
I
actual
got an
17.
8. Yep, that's an 8.
That's a natural 1.
Okay.
Right after my
16,
natural 20 on
14.
my am I here check.
16 for me.
18.
Okay. You all begin proceeding back down this clear-cut trail. After about an hour and a half of travel, you are back upon the area where you first saw them. See, at this point, you're getting towards the edge of evening. Like, it's not getting dark yet, but dusk is not far away. Just FYI. As you found yourself standing amongst this maze of hills and winding paths, staring off, and in the distance you can see the marsh ahead with this trail of caused by stamped lizardman feet and something heavy being dragged.
Okay, so what's our plan? Because we don't necessarily know how far out they've gone, and at this point, we may have to set up camp here for the night.
The goal is to see the encampment, and with my blessing from Ulathar, is to detect if the orb is within their campsite. From there, we can devise something.
We're also looking to figure out exactly what we're up against, so
Yes.
some idea of the size of the encampment or the numbers they might possess would be good as well.
Also, Bones, how good can you guys see at night?
We are like insects without night vision. We cannot.
What?
How good
not
can you see
wrong.
at night? We're like insects
However-
without eyes.
I slowly turned to Ash. I'm like, can you translate that one for me? Because I have no clue.
Lizards aren't particularly good at seeing at night, including myself.
I think
That might work to our benefit.
I can see very well at night.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I guess just brag about it.
I mean, I figured I'd throw out one of our assets to the group. I'm not trying to sound better than
Oh,
anyone
no, I'm
else.
sorry. You struck a nerve. I'm a little sensitive about my vision. It's okay.
It's all right. I'll be your eyes.
By the way, Chosen One, is that handle still worthless, or is Pretty Boy and I correct in that it's worthless?
The magical handle I just found?
The handle that you kept on waving around in our face like it's something useful.
No, I mean, I don't know what it is yet. I just found it. I need time to identify its properties. It's just magical. That's all I can tell you.
Bah.
Are you talking about something besides what I just picked up, or no?
No, I was looking at it.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Because
eyeballing it.
he covets everything.
He wants to attach the map to it.
It's his little
Turn it
piss
into a
flag.
piss sign.
Okay, so I mean, is that we do have boss who can see pretty well at night. Do we want to get as far as we can and maybe try to approach if they have like an encampment with like, I mean, because we've seen what they set up previously. They usually make fires. So if we can get close enough to at least approach an encampment that they have, we might be able to get an idea of kind of what we're working with.
Mm-hmm.
So is that, I mean, do we pick a point where we decide to come back to once we're done scouting and just set up camp for tonight? I mean, how do we want to do this?
We got to scout and then probably also set up camp. We also got to take in consideration that we're going to need somebody keeping an eye out.
Boss, I don't want to put the burden on you, but you seem to have the best vision at night. How long can you keep watch before someone trades off with you?
I only need to rest very little. I don't have to sleep like you necessarily do. I can just meditate for a time, go into a trance, and that's 4 hours?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I only need about 4 hours of rest a day. So I mean,
All right.
I can take a very long shift if need be.
Sounds like what we need to do. Let's go scout out, set up camp. Boss, do your meditation dance, Jiggy, while the night's still young. And then once you're ready to go, then the rest of us will get some shut-eye.
Do that.
I like the sound of that.
Okay, so you guys are headed inwards into the marsh.
Sneakily.
Sure.
Sneaking into the marsh. All right. You give me stealth checks going forward.
Go 6. There you go.
Not crap.
It's an 11. Boss.
21. Wait, you got a 17, my dude.
No,
He's
I
at
have
disadvantage because he's wearing chainmail.
Oh, no.
Asheron got an 8 without disadvantage.
That's a 15 for me.
Oh, I've got an 18.
Did not do so well this
Nice.
time. Got on 11.
Okay. As you guys all begin proceeding in, as you're walking up, as the grass slowly starts turning, getting a little more soggy and then damp and wet, and before you know it, it's straight up just sloshing.
Gross and weird.
As you begin proceeding inward into the marsh.
Music.
Yeah, I forgot about it. Sorry, but it's really good thematic timing.
Good timing.
Yeah, it was. It scared me for a second.
Do you start watching the sounds of birds and other creatures all around you, and then the sloshing of your feet? The water in this muck is probably about knee high as you're really getting into it. Now you're at this point, the obvious trail that you were working with is pretty much all but disappearing. So I need to know if someone is attempting to track from in there.
I'm going to try.
And I need you guys to designate one, because we're going to start getting away from the everyone roll like crazy to
Right.
designate who you want to be doing the tracking here.
Obviously, Peepers.
All right. That's a 7. I rolled a 3. Paper's not doing well.
All right. So as you go in there, you were following this obvious trail in the grass, but into the muck and the water here, you're out of your element for one, and it's really hard to see for another. But you guys proceed inwards with your following the best direction that you had available.
You just see Bone start swimming because I'm very good at swimming.
Also, difficult terrain does not slow our group's travel as long as I'm with us and leading us.
Okay.
Nice.
Them rangering things. As you continue to proceed in, it's not long before basically all sight outside of the marsh is basically lost to you. Since I'm guessing you guys are all highly tensed and aware here, can I get perception checks from everyone?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's a 9.
Oh, baby, in that one.
Natural
I
11
don't-
plus 0 for
No
11.
shit.
It's 13 for me.
11.
Boss has a 16.
Okay. Wow, man, the dice really have been fickle with you guys
I
tonight.
switched to normal dice too, and they're still not helping.
I just rolled a normal dice like while you were talking just to fuck around, and I got an 8, a 1, and a 2. So I'm not gonna switch over.
It's tonight, man. It's May
It's fucking
2nd.
voodoo curse shit.
So,
I'm gonna come back to your place, Hawk, and take those orc dice from you forever.
The orc dice that are actually pretty damn good.
The only dice in the world that I can roll with, apparently. I rolled like 3 natural 20s in an hour-and-a-half session.
So, you begin proceeding in, and man, everything kind of looks very much the same. Very much. There's mosquitoes and other bugs that you have to swat at. It's an obnoxious, damp bog. Not of the eternal stench kind. And one second here. Okay. And as you're moving forward, looking around,
I didn't see anything with a 16.
you have not seen anything yet.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, that's not
Maybe there is nothing to see. Right?
Yes, there are things to see, sir.
What is your marching order, by the way? I'm guessing Garrick is up in the front as he is attempting to follow the tracks.
I'm right behind him because this is also my favorite terrain.
I'm
This is
mid-pack.
true. Okay.
I'm mid-pack with boss because I don't want to get sucked into this mud and disappear in the back. So
I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up, baby.
That's
I got it. I got you.
appreciate that, man.
Of course.
This is not my shit.
Don't like sneaking in the mud.
I guess I'm in the back.
So when you guys are going through a bit, suddenly there's a quick splash to your right, and somewhere off the distance, and a javelin goes hurtling through the air, striking. Striking old Garrick for 3 points of damage as it glances off the shoulder.
Good.
And we're gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
He's activated his magical power, Javelin Magnet.
Look at it this way. Every time you get hit by a javelin, we know there's grayscale around.
Oh, baby.
I'm so happy that I kept this armor on, knowing that we were going to eat shit all night tonight, because I don't want to roll into this without what I have. Don't feel like a 12 would be.
Honestly, I'm only losing 1 AC by not going armor right now, so
I'd lose.
Oh, that's not bad.
yeah.
Oh.
Wait, is your dex that high?
It's because of something that lizard folk have.
It's like a natural armor.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Okay, Garrick.
I got a 20.
Okay.
Nice.
And for Bones.
17.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, this is the surprise round in which all of you are surprised.
Very
Wah, wah.
surprised.
So, that's just for tracking down the order of things. As you guys are quickly as popping out all around you, appears to be 10 lizard folk bursting out from behind trees, out of the water, and they have just literally formed a circle around you all.
Ooh. Kinky.
And the javelins fly.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Another one instantly going for Garrick. The natural one!
Nice.
As it flies across, just over all of you, towards one of the other lizard folk, but it just like harmlessly deflects off of its shield. Two, and the rear pop out and throw. What?
Suck it, lizards.
Yeah, welcome to our rules, baby.
Fuck
Yeah,
lizards.
We're not the only ones cursed tonight, bitch.
They throw 2 javelins at Asheron, both getting 6s, and
Can't
Just-
touch this dragon.
oh my god. Wow. So then 2 go at. What is Olivier?
Slide to the left. Slide to the right.
But 10 and a 12. Wow. There's half of the javelin throws down.
Somebody hit him with a crisscross time.
Reverse.
There's
reverse.
the boss.
Oh.
It wasn't me.
I'm not scared.
13 points of damage off a natural 20. A critical hit as this javelin comes flying at you and smashes directly into your left thigh. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh, that's right.
Hold on.
Get it, boo.
Don't you also have, injury rules now for this?
That's what this is for.
Constitution saving throw. That's a 4.
That seems good. It was a DC 3. You're fine.
Solid.
That has been super deep into the muscle. And until that injury gets properly treated, your movement speed is halved and you're at disadvantage on all movement-based dexterity checks.
Alright, does that include if I pull that bitch out and heal myself?
Yes.
How does that work? Because if I would heal myself to full, wouldn't that just stitch back together all the muscle?
It's a condition.
Okay.
To consider, you'll get your hit points back, but
Alright.
Like an actual heal.
a restoration spell, or depending upon the severity.
It's got way easier now that we have a cleric. That
If
does
you will,
restoration.
if you will respect my licks, that is.
I
You're
don't
gonna
know
lick his
about
inner
this.
thigh.
Or
Oh
when
my
your
god.
lay on hands gets the ability.
Is
to
it the inner? Is it the inner thigh?
Wait, what was that?
When your lay on hands eventually gets the ability to remove conditions, then it will work.
I don't think that's until
Way later.
way later.
That's fine. Well, are we gonna start hitting grayscale now or no?
They're not all done attacking.
Come on,
Where?
Jamona.
Please, none of them after 20. I love these injury things. Okay.
So how many is that now? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so
Plus the one that hit boss
Yes.
originally.
so that
How
8.
far
So
away
2
from
more.
us are they?
They're probably all standing about just 20 feet away from you all.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Then right at Bones.
Oh yeah, that hits.
For a 21
Oh
That's
yeah, that one's good.
for 8 points of damage,
Oh boy, I'd say
At
that
least
does
it's
some
not a
damage.
13.
and then at Sig with a 17
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits. Yeah, it definitely hits me.
for 8 points of damage.
Right.
Well, that's awkward.
All right, and we're that was a hell of an interesting surprise round.
Say it was
So-
interesting. I thought it sucked.
That's fair.
No, restoration spell or medicine check with a certain amount of downtime, depending upon the injury and everything. But
Maybe
so
you should have a doctor look at that inner thigh. I'm just saying.
yeah.
Sexual
Deep, I
healing.
guess.
Sexual healing.
So Sig and Garrick, you guys have identical initiative. So I'm going to say you guys can both choose either what order you go or like act at the same time.
I think my dex modifier is a little higher than his.
What is your deck sitting at?
I
My
literally
dex-
just said that I'm allowing you guys to
Okay.
decide
Yeah.
because you are allies acting at the same time.
Yeah.
I'll follow
Fastball special.
Yeah,
I have
go,
no
go
strength.
for it. Yeah, go ahead and take the initiative on this one.
you. Sure. So who's the lizard folk that threw the javelin at me?
Well, that would be the one 20 feet directly in front of you.
His name is Paul.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to mark him with my Slayer's Eye, and so I learn about all
Whatever that means.
vulnerabilities, resistances, and immunities that they have.
None, and none.
Okay.
Vulnerable to death.
They are indeed vulnerable.
Very
to that.
against.
Favorite enemy, lizard.
Do they have any other javelins, or do they just have?
Yes.
Or,
They have more javelins.
okay. I'm
Oh,
just gonna
goody!
I'm gonna fire an arrow at that guy's head. Pew! That is a 19.
That will hit.
Oh, good. The good rolls are coming.
And because I've marked him, I do an extra d6 of damage.
Nice.
So that is 15 damage to him.
Whew. Ow.
Atta baby.
A 6 on my d8 for my longbow, a 5 on my on the d6, and then my dexterity modifier is +4.
Yeah, you embed an arrow like right at the collarbone, like in there, and it sinks deep, and it's right. Are you moving at all, or I mean, you guys are kind of.
Was that a death sound or was that a ow that hurt sound?
That was a really ow that hurt.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna move closer to the center of the group instead of being directly out in the front.
Okay.
Behind Bones, I think.
All right. Sig.
Okay. So I had one fire at me. I'm guessing that was to my right. Is that correct?
They're basically, if you imagine, there are 10 of them in a circle around you guys.
Okay. I'm gonna pick one that's basically a straight shot to me, and I'm gonna dash to it, and I'm going to try to double weapon attack.
All right, so you run up there. So you make your first attack roll with your first weapon.
Okay. First will be with the rapier. Okay. It's a 16.
16 will hit. So go
Nice.
ahead and do that. Oh,
Does 7 damage.
all right, and then you
And-
can. Mhm.
I'll attack with Falcon as well. That's 23.
No, if you can dual.
I can double weapon attack, and I can get away because of being a swashbuckler.
No. I mean, because right. But 2 weapon fighting normally requires 2 light weapons. I'm just double checking.
Oh, okay.
Double checking in there. So it's not a matter of whether you can't get it's just with the weapons at hand, unless Swashbuckler has an additional. Oh no, there's a feat that does that. 1 second.
Don't you also get sneak attack too, since he's isolated?
Scimitar is a light weapon. Rapier is not a
rapier.
light weapon.
Okay.
I thought a rapier was finesse.
It's finesse, but not
and-
light.
Yeah, finesse and
yeah.
light are 2 different things.
Okay. Yeah, that may have been a misunderstanding of mine because I thought I could.
When you take the attack action and attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use the bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon that you're holding in the other.
Oh, okay.
So you could attack with rapier, or you could attack with falcon and a dagger, for example.
Okay.
But you can't rapier and falcon, and unless you have the until you earn the dual wielder feat.
Okay. That makes sense. So I just need to have another light weapon to go with Falcon, basically.
Yeah, and you can have a dagger with you.
Right.
So
Okay. Can we retcon the rapier because I like using Falcon?
I will allow it because
Nice. Okay. Then I'll do 9 damage with Falcon, and then because it's on an isolated target, I will roll my sneak attack.
it's not. No, you don't get sneak attack on an isolated target.
So if it's threatened.
It's only if it's threatened within 5 feet but if only if it's.
Well, I think he's talking about a swashbuckler.
It's
thing.
something special.
Oh,
Yeah.
Basically, that if the target's all by themselves, he gets sneak attack regardless.
and how much distance?
Melee.
No, I mean when it's isolated, but like how far away from anything else?
Adjacent, like 5 feet.
I think he can get sneak attack on someone without.
Yes, I know that. I understand. I said, but I need to see this ability.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's Swashbuckler's new to me, so.
Starting at third
In
level.
addition, you can use sneak attack with any melee attack made against a target that has none of your allies adjacent.
If no other creatures than your target is within 5 feet of you.
Okay, thank you. No other creatures but your target is. Then yes, you do get sneak attack.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, it only did an additional 2 damage, so, but it's fine. So that's
You roll
11
max
total.
with
Yeah,
Falcon
that's
and-
gonna add up fast later levels, though.
Yes, that is. I just need to know the actual ruling. All right. So
Rules are
and
fun.
then you can make an attack